everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one off with common sense, or the lack of it. We got more numpties than you can shake a stick at over to the right hand side here, parked on double yellow lines on the end of a road right on the corner, and then decide to get all their gear out on the roadside. Really smart, especially when there's a car coming.
Yeah, my side of the road, mate, yeah? Not my fault that they're parked there.
Now, I don't know if these numpties left their car there while they go off to college. Yeah, they're going off to Carshalton College, which is just down the road, and I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they did leave it there. I don't know. There's Carshalton College there on the left-hand side. Now, look at the road here. Zigzags, yeah? After the zigzags, all the road has been freshly painted. Look. Freshly painted on crap roads. Look at the state of this road. Potholes everywhere by this roundabout here. Look, potholes everywhere, but they've got some nice fresh paint on. The good old British workforce. You've got to love them, haven't you? What's a complete waste of time and money. Our money, by the way. It's our money that they're wasting doing this sort of shit. Now in this clip we are looking over to the right hand side, that turning, and we're going to see a red car come up there, and it's going to do the okey cokey. Yep. Does it, messes this up completely, goes too fast to it, gets it all wrong, and then has to do the reverse of shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Now I know some of you like a little bit of a quiz. What TV series did that come out of? And I've got another one for you here, a petrol head moment. As per usual, I haven't got a clue what it is. I'm sure some of you do. Here it is coming towards us now. Looks very nice. I didn't get a rear shot of it because it was very blurry on the rear camera, so it wasn't worth putting it on. But if you know, let us know in the comments down below. So now in this clip, we are looking at the Audi. Yeah, his head was looking somewhere in the middle of the car. It could have been his sat-nav. It's obviously telling him, you're an Audi. You drive an Audi. So stay in the outside lane, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're overtaking anything. It doesn't matter if you're not even turning right. You drive an Audi, so you're entitled to stay in the outside lane. It doesn't matter how many cars you're holding up, stay in the outside lane. Don't let the side down, otherwise we will demote you to a Fiat 500 and you will be back as a trainee Audi driver. So whatever you do, just stay in the outside lane. Use the car correctly, not the highway code. Use the car correctly. Audis have got very dark tinted back windows, so it won't be able to see anyone flashing it to tell it to get out of the way, and they're very well insulated, so they won't be able to hear anyone using the horn on them. But whatever you do, stay in the outside lane. Now you might think I'm being a little bit harsh on this guy, especially as he's got all this traffic in front of him, stopping him overtaking me. As he drove past me, I could hear the song. Now roughly translated, that means I drive a German car, fuck you lot. You didn't know that I could speak German. Yeah, I did German at school, you know. I didn't really, I did Spanish. Although the way I said it, it sounded fucking German. Now this guy has suddenly realised that the 40 has turned into a 30 and himself. But will it make him pull over to the left hand side and check his strides? Oh no, he's still under instructions. Stay in the outside lane. Now he's braking nice and early here because we've got a red light. And now he stops the length of the M25 away from the car in front of him. And speaking of the car in front of him, it drives exactly like the Audi does. Exactly. You couldn't make it up. They must have come from the same driving school, the outside lane school of motoring. Because it stays in the outside lane and does not move over at all. It doesn't overtake anything, it just stays in the outside lane. Exactly the same as the Audi. Remember, the Audi now isn't to the side of me, it's behind me, but it ain't catching. It's not catching me and it's not catching the car in front. In actual fact, me and the car in front of us we're actually pulling away from the Audi, but the Audi is still in the outside lane. It soiled itself back there when it saw the 30 miles an hour. This is now 40 miles an hour, but it's still doing 30 back there. They just haven't got a driving brain, have they, these people? They've got enough money to afford an Audi, but they cannot bloody drive. It's such a shame, because I do really, really like Audis, but their driving is just shocking. Anyway, well, this is up here is going to really fuck the Audi up big time, because it goes into one lane. What the hell is it going to do? What's it going to do if it goes into one lane here? Oh my God. Do you think you'd be able to figure that out, that it's only one lane? Now the thing is, if you look at the car in front of us, look how far over to the right it is. It's very close to the line. Very close to the line. Now, it keeps putting pressure on the car in front. Just being out that far, it looks like it's always going to be trying to overtake it. And the Audi behind us is doing exactly the same thing, which I will show you in a minute. It's doing exactly the same thing as this blue car, right out to the right hand side. It goes from one lane to two lanes here. You're not going to overtake the car in front there because it goes back to one lane here. There's just not enough time to do it. You know, and the car in front has got a van in front of it, so you can't gain anything anyway. Just relax and come back, you know. So we've gone back to the rear camera. We've got the Audi to our left hand side as we're looking at it, and I don't know what it's doing. Look at it, it's holding 3-4 cars up there, because the car on the inside obviously is not keen on undertaking. I didn't undertake it, by the way. I was next to it, and it just stays there. It just stays there. How? Why? You know, look at the gap he's got there to get into the left-hand lane and get out of the way of anyone else who does want to go the 40 miles an hour, because he's not doing the 40 miles an hour. But no one else can do the 40 miles an hour because he's hogging the outside lane. Now it goes to one lane. You see what I mean? He's right over to the right-hand side, the left as we're looking at, almost going over the line, that far over. Now that, to me, as I've always said on these things, it screams foreign driver to me, that they're used to driving on the right, you know, and he's fighting his instincts of actually driving on the right, maybe. I don't know. Now there's a speed camera there. It's a 40, not a 30. He's obviously done that again. I don't know. I know that when I went to America and I drove in America, the first and last time that I've ever driven on the right hand side of the road, I did actually struggle a little bit. I always wanted to get over to the left. And here, two lanes, it goes back to the outside lane. And then, well, he's just getting in everyone's way. It's unbelievable. Yeah, when I went to America, I did struggle driving on the right, even with their massive roads out there compared to us in the UK. I still wanted to get out to the left. I don't know why. It's well, I do know why, because, you know, I'm old and I've been driving on the left for many years. Now I'm not speeding here. I'm only doing the 40 mile an hour speed limit, and I'm still pulling away from this guy. Just read the road signs, man. So now we're in Epsom. We're actually right on Epsom racecourse. And see all that greenery right in front of us there. I've just been running around there after my grandson and dog. Yeah, yeah. Time for a rest. Anyway, we're about to leave the car park. And literally, as soon as I leave the car park, it happens again. These people with no bloody common sense whatsoever. You'll see in a second, there's only one way in and one way out on this car park. It's through that gate there where that car's come out or come in. We're going out. Now you can see how far over I am to my left hand side. There isn't much of a gap there for two cars to get in. And I'm all the way over to the left as far as I can go. This car coming in won't let me go though. Won't let me go. It doesn't matter if I'm going left or right, it don't let me go, and it will struggle to get through the gap and looks at me as if I'm doing something wrong. It's sort of like, sometimes when you've got priority, give it up. You know, it makes it easier for yourself. But she's a person that really knows her own mind here. Look, she's going off to the right. No, she's not. She's going to go over to the left. Yeah, she's one of them. Yeah, very decisive person, that one. So in the next clip, we've got another petrol head moment for you. It's going to be coming straight towards us here. Nice little sporty red thing. It hasn't got a front number plate again. These sport cars don't often have them, do they? But the back it did have one on the rear, but it was so blurry with the picture, it wasn't worth putting it on. You couldn't make anything out. So on our roads, there are quite a few sort of unwritten rules. You know, they're not rules as such, but everyone does them. It's a bit like a petrol station. This road here to our left-hand side, you come in that side, yeah, and then you drive up, you park if you go into the shops and whatnot, and you come out the other side, and everyone does it. Everyone comes into that loop. As you can see, there's two cars that are parked the wrong way round there. Now, there are a couple of reasons why you do it, because you're all facing the correct way. Plus, when you're pulling out, if you've come in the wrong way, you've got to go round everyone that's facing you. So you're parked on the wrong side of the road, and it's awkward to actually pull out. Now, there is another one of these roads just a little bit further up. Let's look and see how one of Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassins does it. So I'm going to show you this again. I need to show you this again. This is how a professional driver does it, apparently. Now look at his positioning. He's over so far to the left. He's just inviting a motorbike or a cyclist to come round the outside of him. He's got a van that's pulling out of the road that he's pulling into. He's got no idea what's going on here. He flashes me. I didn't give him any signal. I gave him no signal whatsoever that I was going to let him go. Now he's going to go up the pavement and drive towards people on the pavement. Yeah, almost looks like he's going to come off the pavement and do a complete U-turn there as well. Completely wrong way of how to do it. Completely wrong way of doing it. And you see it from the rear. That van had to wait for him. The pedestrians had to move over. I had to slow down for him. Yeah, one of Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassins. Apparently a professional driver. Ha! Now, like that idiot behind us, this is no different really, except the one behind us made so many people stop for him. When you pull out of us turning, it shouldn't affect anyone.
I'll slow down then, shall I, mate? I'll slow down for you. You can see me coming. That sort of right turn should not happen. Shouldn't affect me that you're turning right.
And it shouldn't. Just because he's bigger, it doesn't give him priority to pull out like that. Now in this clip, we're looking at the guy in front of us, slightly over to the left. Where do you think he was going before I got there? Yeah, he was cutting the corner big time. He was cutting the corner big time. And he looked at me as if to say, you fucker, I was just about to go in there. Yeah, go round me, mate. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. Turn the fucking steering wheel. It's not hard. It really isn't hard. So we're just speeding it up here because we are turning right and we're going to the next two people. The next two impatient people. In front of us here, we have got a Peugeot, and it really is...
Shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot.
And in front of that, we've got an Audi, and it is always an Audi that are so impatient. We've got a queue of traffic here, obviously. It leads up to a little mini roundabout. It does go into two lanes a little bit further down here, but at the moment, it's only one lane. The Audi wants to go straight on. Most of the traffic does want to turn right, but he's just going to mount the pavement and drive up the pavement. It's very hard to see. You're going to have to watch it through the Peugeot's back window here. It's mounting the pavement now and just driving down the pavement to get to the roundabout. Now the shitting Peugeot in front of us wants to go into Carshalton College, which is to our left-hand side. The entrance is past the roundabout, bit further down the road, and then do a left. It's just going to go in there though. That's a no entry. That's the way out. You'll see the sign on the wall there. There is another one on the other side of the wall. And there's normally a barrier there, but the barrier has been ripped off and he's making good use of it. That's how they get out. They have to pay to park in there. And, well, they're not doing it today, are they? If you just drive in and out both ways. So we've just seen the Peugeot just totally ignore no entry signs there. Now we're going to see someone ignore several different signs, which could have got him a fine. Probably has got him a fine. Now I'm going to be turning left here, and as you can see by the signs, it's one way. I'm not going to wait for that pedestrian. He's not bothered. He's not bothered in crossing. Look, he's just not bothered in crossing. So if he was looking at me, I would have stopped and let him go. So we come round this bend here, and then all of a sudden, a little bit further in the distance, I can see a car driving towards me.
This is one way. Where are you going? know this is one way. You know it, yeah? It doesn't matter, does it? He's going to park there. He knows it's one way, and yet he's going to park there. Polish. Just because he's parking there and probably lives there, works there or whatever, doesn't mean you can go down a one-way street the wrong way. You know this is one way. You know it, yeah? It doesn't matter, does it? He's going to park there. He knows it's one way, and yet he's going to park there. Polish.
Now this guy has not made a mistake. He does that all the time. But does he get away with it? How does he get away with it? There's a one-way sign there. So if he's come out of that turning on the left, it reminds you. A big no entry on the ground there. And look over to the left. They're saying there's cameras down here as well. Go a little bit further on. And then the no entry signs are there in clear daylight. Loads of them. No entries, including the one on the ground there. No entries all over the place. It's everywhere. So I don't know how you can miss this one. Sometimes they're not very well signposted. This one actually is, and it tells you loads of times, and including another camera sign there to the right hand side. Look over to the left hand side now, and there's the camera facing straight at it. So if he's coming from this way, which we don't know, he's been caught. Now I know it's a pain. If he's come from this way, he's got to go all the way round Rosie or roundabout to get home, but that's just tough. Anyway, speaking of ignoring signs, don't ignore the signs that says like this video, subscribe and hit the hype button. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now.